武士道とは死ぬことと見つけたり、修羅道とは倒すことと見つけたり、我悪鬼羅刹となりて目の前の敵すべてを斬る。侍ショーダウン。武士道とは死ぬことと見つけたり、修羅道とは倒すことと見つけたり、我悪鬼羅刹となりて目の前の敵すべてを斬る。侍ショーダウン。 時は天明7年、先の日の輪の国での回覧と時を同じくして老中田沼意次が失脚。老中の任についた松平定信により寛政の改革が執り行われた。しかし各地の飢饉や大火、打ち壊しによる混乱は消滅を極め、悪鬼邪気ともいえる暗雲は今や日の本全土を大番としていた。世の不穏な機運を意に介さず、町外れの場では一人の男が暇を潰していた。未だ負け知らずのこの男へ業を煮やした核の一人がついに刀の使えと手を伸ばす。一刻後、その男は刀についた血のりを払い、負け犬のムクロが転がる鳥羽を後にし、騎馬神源十郎は流れの旅の道に着くのであった。大龍島羊の国。
売られた喧嘩は買う主義。覚悟してくれよ。
馬神源十郎 VS ラーリー・ダガー、いざ尋常に一本目勝負。猪鹿長死ぬ。勝者馬神源十郎。
やばすぎる。
2本目勝負だ。
こっちだ。
死にさらせゴミだ。勝者馬神源十郎。
役にもならん。その武器は悪くない。だが使い手がその程度では意味ないわ。
熊野古道。
熊野古道。 こで滅するもまたなさき。いざ参る。
北上源十郎 VS 服部半蔵、いざ尋常に一本目勝負。勝者北上源十郎。
やばすぎる。
2本目勝負。
死にさらせ。
勝者北上源十郎。
役にもならん。俺に切られた傷が痛むか。一生この日を後悔しろ。傷が痛むたびに後悔し続けろ。
宇月。
メガネ、私のメガネ。ここから先は私の領分。どうぞお引き取りくださいませ。
北上源十郎 VS ウーレイシャン、いざ尋常に一本目勝負。勝者北上源十郎。
やばすぎる。
I see there are a couple people in the chat. Shoot a message in there if you're not lurking. What's up, Shaman King? Oh, 1 year anniversary. Whatever. I'm just having my morning coffee. If they want to do that, that's fine. So what is EFAP talking about that's so interesting? I saw that Bane released a video. I was gonna watch it later. So I usually play games in the morning and drink coffee for a little bit before I get started. And Lindsay's not here because she went on a trip home to visit her mom in Vancouver. So it's just me and JoJo. So since I got nobody to talk to in the morning, I thought I'd stream myself playing a game while I drink coffee. So if people are here, they're here. If they're not, they're not. I don't care. Oof. Oh. You haven't checked the EFAP stream yet? I just saw, I think it's what's called talking to everyone about everything. It's a bit broad. They may want to narrow their focus a bit. What difficulty is this on? The AI barely attacking. I think it's like a little above normal, but I was mainly, you know what it is though, there is some issues with the AI where it like ramps up later, but it starts off really dumb. I think that was only like the third enemy, maybe the fourth. But it is a little bit above the default. The thing is too, well, I mean, I've been like getting, you know, back into it because I used to play this game, but it was a long time ago. And if you set it to the high difficulties, the computer is a fucking telepath. Like it knows what you're doing when you do it, which is pretty ridiculous. Oh shit. Did not mean to do that. I'll look at it after it's over. I did after the story is over. Maybe Lindsay changed something when she was playing it, but I don't think so. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, it reads inputs. Yeah, yeah. That's really lazy AI design too, because basically fighting the computer is not about. It's not like fighting another person, right? And a lot of Samurai Shodown kind of relies on mind games, you know, like trying to predict what your opponent's going to do and do stuff that they're not. I mean, obviously a lot of fighting games are like that, but Samurai Shodown has a high, it's like, you know, it's based on kind of a risk-reward. There's a risk-reward system built in, so the really big, heavy attacks do lots of damage, but they leave you really open, and, you know, there's a deflect ability that you can use when you think the computer is going or the opponent's going to attack, and you can use it to knock their weapon away so you can get a hit in, or even knock their weapon out of their hand, so it leaves them vulnerable depending on the strength of their attack. And there's like stuff like counters and all that, but they don't seem to work on the computer like they do on a person, because in the higher difficulties, if you use any of those, it just knows what you're going to do because it reads your inputs, as you were saying. So it's really not even fun to play against the computer at a higher level, because he's not like a highly skilled player. He's like a telepath. Yeah, Soul Calibur does that. Because I play Soul Calibur Tekken. I play a lot of fighting games that usually like the highest difficulty once I like, you know, got the combat system down. But like SNK games like King of Fighters and stuff, they usually don't have the same sophisticated AI. Well, okay. Really stretching the definition of samurai in this game, I see. Funny thing about Samurai Shodown is there aren't a whole lot of samurai in it to play as. It's like, I think the roster has a couple of... That girl is sort of like a Shugenja, like a priest. There's 2 of those. There's like, I can think off the top of my head, like 4 or 5 ninjas. A couple of foreigners that don't count as anything. And the rest are samurai. There's about 4 or 5 samurai characters though. But no, they're not all samurai. I mean, I get it for the sake of variety, you know. There's only so many variations on a samurai you can have. And everybody knows that if you made a game that was like a fighting game based in feudal period Japan with feudal period Japan style characters, somebody's gonna want to be the ninja. I mean, you gotta have a ninja. But they put, I think they put too many ninjas. I think they could have like cut back on that. I mean, when you have Hanzo, I mean, Hanzo, Galford, that's it. You don't need any more. Earthquake is funny. He almost doesn't count, but he is technically a ninja. Here's another guy I like to play as, Ukyo. Because you gotta have a guy like this too. The Ei Jutsu character. And, yeah, so they could probably... I didn't like that they put Shiki in here, because she seems like just another ninja. And then they made a new character that's a ninja. And it's like, come on, guys. Another ninja? Ooh. I'm a fan of Kusarigama myself. Yeah. Well, that's Earthquake, right? Kusarigama. I mean, like, I think the fun thing about games like weapon-based games are the weapons, really. So, but if you have a couple of characters that use katanas, or uji katanas, or nodachis, or whatever. Ooh. Wow, wow, that was so easy. I better check the difficulty after this is over. That was crazy. What was I saying? Yeah, like, they could definitely... There should be a character with, what's that weapon called? Tetsubo, which is basically a giant baseball bat with studs. Some blunt weapons would be good, but I mean, there are blunt weapons. There's like the girl with the gong. I think it's like some kind of Taoist I Ching thing, but it's like her weapon. It's like a shield. And they're gonna have Wanfu, who is a character that's been in the games since the beginning, and he fights with a giant pillar. And I like that, you know, from a creative standpoint, it's fun. But you gotta like make something, because the thing about Samurai Shodown that people really love is when you get these kills where people get cut in half or they spray blood everywhere. Only seems to work when, you know, it only comes into play when you have an edge weapon. So if you're using like a club or a giant pillar or gong, well, you're not going to get that. So you got to make something equivalent, like broken bones, you know. And they could do that with the polygons. That wouldn't be that hard to do. So I hope they put that in. I think that'd be a good idea. Naginata, yeah, that's Senryo Kyoshiro, who is another samurai, but also a kabuki actor. This is Shiki. This is the character I was talking about. We didn't really need her in here, but to me anyway, she's kind of redundant. I mean, she's got cool moves, but you know, she teleports and she's a ninja, or at least I think so. Ooh.
勝者馬上源十郎。
やばすぎる。
2本目勝負。
そきゃ
Gotcha. Come get it. Gotcha. I'm really crazy about the voice actor they got for Genjuro. His voice before was better. Okay, this is the final boss. I'm gonna fight the final boss now. It's another thing that, I mean, I really like this game. I do. I think it's, in terms of the fighting system and the mechanics, Samurai Shodown was always something I liked, but they never quite got like the system down to where it could actually be like a good game for, like, you know, tournaments, or, you know, just really tight. It was more like, oh, this is really, you know, pretty and conceptually cool, but it never quite got to that point where it was like a solid, you know, a solid fighting engine. But I think that in this game they've gotten the best fighting engine for this series yet. You know, where combos are combos are possible, but they're not going to be like long, because that's not the point. And there's a lot of little systems for like getting hits in and stuff, and I think they got all that right. My only issue is I don't like how they did the AI. I think the roster is good, but it needs a little bit of spice in there. They could, like, there's no Shiranui Gainon. It's like, why not? The guy with the green, he was like a green imp with a claw. I mean, that guy should have been in this game in the first one. But yeah, the roster needs a little bit of work. But I mean, overall, it's not bad. It's good. There's the good characters. Most of them are in here. And then the final boss. You know, SNK almost always. I don't know what's up with their final bosses. But this one is actually the easiest of all the ones that they've made. Now, I don't know if it's because people have complained about the SNK bosses. That's literally like a trope in video game tropes. I think it's called SNK boss, where they're really OP. I mean, they're like broken bosses, right? But this one is really easy, though. Basically, you wear her down until she gets out of her ghost form, or whatever you want to call that. And then you just fuck her shit up. And then she powers up, and they just do the same thing. I mean, she powers up in that she gets new moves, and she takes less damage, because, you know, we should drag this out more. And that's it. It's the same fight, though. It's not like I guess like what I was hoping for is that the final boss from the original games, who was, well, hopefully he'll come out as DLC later or something, but Masashiro Tokisada, which is, he looks like a wizard with like an orb. That guy was really cool. And then there was the final boss of the second game, which was Mizuki, who was like a priestess with this demon dog. And then she was also really great. And then there was a guy later on, I think his name was Zankuro. And he was just like this big giant samurai with a humongous Nodachi. And he was just a badass. They were all just badass characters. But they were also playable. And they weren't broken. But like this character, you don't want to play her. You know, watch out for that. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna take a look at the difficulty after these credits. I'll skip the ending. There's not much to see. She realizes that, you know, life isn't that bad, and she stops playing the victim and goes to heaven. I guess I had to beat it into her. I don't know what the messaging is supposed to be there, but okay. I'll give you Genjuro's ending though. I don't even play this guy actually. I mean, I used to like him. But I don't know, he's a little too straightforward. He's a little too straightforward for me. Just big hits. Guy has to deal with crazy bitches everywhere he goes. Imagine being able to hang out in public with just a thong. Guy on the left. The society goals. I want to be able to go out in public in that. When it's hot, get arrested for that shit now. Okay, I'm gonna skip the credits too. This is the little, like, you know, teaser thing at the end. That's Amaxashiro's weapon, so I'm guessing that at some point they're gonna reveal him. I don't know about the... I'm not sure about the anatomy on that arm holding the katana. It looks a little bit weird. I like Genjuro as a concept, but... Oh, you said it so weird. Yeah, I'm not really crazy about his voice actor. Okay, so let me take a look at the options here. Okay, so the default is 2. It was set to 3, so I'm gonna try... It goes up to 5. So I'm gonna try 4, and play a character I'm a little bit better at because so I've been playing a lot. Yeah, so here's the roster, right? So here's a samurai. This is Haomaru. He could be a ronin, but that doesn't matter. It's still technically he's a samurai. It just doesn't. He's just unemployed. Nakoru is basically a priestess. I think that's, you can tell that by the colors, like a shrine maiden. That's what I'm thinking about, like a maiden or whatever. This is a new character, Yashamaru Kurama. He uses it's a katana with an extra long hilt on it. So I think I would say we call that a nagamaki, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we have Michael Dudikoff, also known as Galford, who is an American ninja, hence Michael Dudikoff. Ukyo Tachibana uses Aijutsu as another katana. Senryo Kyoshiro uses Naginata, and he's a kabuki actor. I like him a lot. He's pretty fun. Yagyu Jubei, who was a real person, rather. He fights with 2 swords. He's my favorite. This is the guy I main with. Because, I mean, ever since the first game, when I saw a guy with 2 swords, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to play that guy. And I wouldn't say that he's, like, in high tier, but I just like him a lot. And he's also the most samurai of all the Samurai Shodown characters. He's the most like a samurai, in my opinion. Tam Tam is essentially a Meso-American warrior. There's a lot of historical inaccuracy with him, but I still dig him. Because I don't think Aztecs had steel, but whatever. Hattori Hanzo is a true ninja. Like the only real ninja. Genjiro Kibagami is another swordsman, another samurai. Earthquake is another ninja, but he's from Texas. And he's a Texas ninja, so another American, but he uses ninjutsu to commit crimes. And he's gigantic. I actually like this guy in concept because he's a huge, fat ninja with a kusarigama, an enormous kusarigama, by the way. Shiki, who uses 2 swords as well, or maybe daggers, I don't know. Big swords. Big daggers? I don't know. Yoshitora Tokugawa, he's like the son of Ieyasu Tokugawa, but another samurai. Charlotte is a swordswoman, a fencer. Darlie Dagger, he's the giant saw, and she is a carpenter. She's one of the new characters as well. And Wu Ruishang, who fights with feng shui. I'm not kidding. And lastly, the first of these characters are free, but they're being released over time. Rimu Ruru is another maiden that fights with an ice spirit that helps her. So I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee, and I think I'm gonna try this with Ukyo. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab a cup real quick. Yo, Ken says, so you're back from the rapist convention, I take it? Yeah, and I'm disappointed. There was no rapes there. I don't know what, I mean, I don't know who put this clown show together, but I expected rapes and there was nothing. Just people having fun, enjoying each other's company, drinking, talking about men's issues. I don't know where the rape was at. Maybe I wasn't invited. There were some like exclusive events that Dankula and Sargon went to that I wasn't a part of. Maybe I missed out. I don't know. I just thought, you know, I organized everything. I should probably get something out of it, but oh well. I guess my entitlement doesn't get me anywhere. Anyway, welcome. I don't know if this difficulty level is one down from the highest. I don't know if they start reading your inputs here. I think they do. So this might prove to be frustrating more than anything else. Her hips are like way up there. That's kind of, her proportions are a bit weird. Mm-hmm. Taste it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. EFAP is talking about Jim Sterling. Why? Is Jim Sterling, I mean, I get that he's still part of like a bigger, is Jim Sterling still with the Escapists? And if he is he still like something that people like care about? I mean, I'm all for criticizing people regardless of how relevant they are, but I'm just asking. I think it's important to just keep on like pointing out how people are wrong. You gotta like not allow yourself to get bored of it, because they're gonna keep working. I mean, like Big Joel just made a video about Stefan Molyneux responding to Stefan's video about Elliot Rodger, and I haven't watched it yet, but I heard that, I mean, it's not very sympathetic, not just to Stefan, but to try to understand what happened with Elliot Rodger. And it's because Big Joel doesn't give a shit. You know, he has an agenda to push, and so people have to keep responding. Anyway, I'm going to get off my high horse now. I don't know, I never watched Jim. Okay. Well, this is, oh, here we go. Michael Dudikoff time. No, shit. Nope. Oof.
2本目勝負
Woo, that was good. You gotta watch out when that shit comes. Cry pupper. Like, get chased by bitches. I think that's my favorite thing about Ukyo is his fan club. But he don't love them hoes. He's also a poet. Ken says, no, don't get off your high horse. These people must be continuously reminded that our horse is higher than theirs. They don't even have a horse. They're on donkeys. Because it looks like a horse. Is it the donkey or the mule that can't reproduce? I think it's the mule. Yeah. They're on animals that look kind of like horses at first glance, but are genetic dead ends.
VS イブルルいざ尋常に1本目勝負
Oh! Graphically, I know SNK is a smaller studio, especially these days, but they need to like get some better physics. Oh shit. I don't know what I was just like, what am I gonna do about that? That's gonna hurt. I meant to like do the Oh, you bitch. Gotcha. Oh shit. Gotcha. Anyway, what I'm getting at is they had like some, it's weird because they have some pretty good like cloth physics on like the clothing, but Ukyo's hair looks like it's just got a whole can of fucking pomade in it because it's just stiff as fuck.
馬の小殿。
Pretty sure Aya Jutsu doesn't involve you resheathing the sword, but characters in games always do. I thought it was drawing the sword and attacking with the sword and at the same time, and then putting it back, you know, putting it away again. As opposed to, you know, regular sort of kendo where you just have the sword out. We got us a swole woman of color. And then you know what, she's okay. I don't like the purple braids though. It's a little too, she's a little too hood in that regard. I don't know if the Japanese were like, what do these women look like these days? But oh. Ooh. Oh my god, the damage on that. Okay. Oh, pretty good. What? Well, she doesn't have her rage meter anymore. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Drunk. That's okay. I'll try again. It's another thing I think that they do is that you actually do less damage to the higher level computer, which is another really bad thing in terms of AI design. It's not even AI. They're just giving her more health. This is a good day for queer women. Wommicks of color. And their hair hats. That's why she's wearing a bandana to cover the weave. Oh my God! Jesus Christ! The mother bitch! Oh! All right, all right. Okay. All right, that's enough of that. See what I mean? I went to grab her and she jumped. Yeah. Woof. Jesus. Yeah, they're getting into reading your commands now. So if I like go to grab someone, or if I go to do a deflect or something, they'll read my input and then just like input the counter. It's not every time, but what it forces you to do is like play more reserved. You can also tell because they do a lot of perfect blocks. You can tell it's a perfect block because it's blue. It's got a blue spark, and it makes a higher pitched sound. Ooh. Shit. That's not good. 31 fucking hits. Yeah, fuck off, dude. Almost got me, though. Oh! This guy is a pain in the ass. He's coughing because he's sick of these hoes. Look at the damage this guy does. What? Do it. Oh my god. Ooh. I know it's not safe, but it's sort of like it's not entirely useful unless they're in the air or if they're in the act of doing something else. It's really slow startup. Oh. Oh my goodness. What? And that he must block while he's doing that move. That was a special that he does. Oh shit. Yeah, you have to block that whole thing. It's like 5 times. What? Dude. Hey, great indoors. All right, there we go. I don't know what you were trying to do, but Jesus Christ. It's close. Oof. So, It was a really great ICMI. Anybody here go to it? That's watching? I know of the three of you and shit. Or anybody watch it if you were like had a virtual, the great ICMI After Chill. That's right. So great indoors. You were there, right? Did you see the panel on the first day with hold on a second. I'm just gonna pause it real quick. Did you see the panel with Tommy Sotomayor, myself, and Sonia Schmidt, who's a former writer for In Living Color? And yeah, that got that got a little spicy. We were talking about the minority, minority boys, how feminism is failing minority boys and men, and yeah, Tommy and Sonia they weren't going at it like in front of each other, but there was definitely some tension in the air because Tommy would talk, you know how Tommy talks about black women, and this woman was not thrilled. Let's put it like that. Okay, so anyway. Oh, shit! Gotcha, bitch. Will there be a recording release later? Yeah, of course. Yeah, everything's gonna come out later. Dead in half. Oh shit. You said she was a writer for In Living Color, the old comedy sketch show. Yes, yes. You were the great mediator. There are live streams, but they're hidden. Yeah, they were for people who paid for them. Yeah, her name is Sonia Schmidt. She does like a live Facebook show. I didn't even like. Okay, and well, her and I got an interview with her, and I also got an interview with Tommy, and a lot of other ones that I'll be putting out little by little. You know, like I have interviews, and we have the whole conference recorded. You know, both rooms, tons of presentations, panel discussions on all kinds of stuff. I just wish that we could have given a little bit more time to some of them. Like I was on one that was I was on like 3 panels. I didn't do any speaking really. Well, no, wait. I was on two panels. I emceed a couple of them, and I was in like the opening thing with Karen. We introduced like the ICMI and stuff. I wish that we could have given some more time to some panels, but I think overall it was good. And yeah, it was good. But that was a spicy little stream there. Panel discussion. Because the thing is that Sonia Schmidt, the writer for In Living Color, she is critical of feminism. She knows what the problem is in the black community with, you know, single motherhood and all of those problems. She knows all of those problems, right? But she has a bit more of a trad Connie solution to it, whereas Tommy has a little bit more of a MGTOW solution. Let's put it that way. You know, and the trad cons and MGTOWs are always clashing because he criticizes women openly, and that just makes women uncomfortable, especially when they're new to it. One of the things I like, I don't know if you can hear that, but when I'm clashing weapons with Senryo, it makes a sound like I'm not hitting a sword, I'm hitting wood. Oh, pretty good. Was Vernaculus there, by the way? No, he wasn't. We offered to bring him, but he just couldn't get away, so it's a shame. Gotcha! That just happened to work out. Imagine watching a guy kill another guy on stage in front of an audience. Ooh! Ooh! God damn those. Oh shit. Didn't? You mean Tommy treats women like equals and women hate it? Yeah. Well, they're not used to it. Let's put it that way. I can see how, you know, it can be when you're not accustomed to being treated like a peer. God damn. Uh-oh. That's not good. It's difficult to get people like Camille Paglia. They want to be paid, and we can't pay anyone to do this yet. We're not at that point, you know. Binal Jordan Peterson is probably impossible mission. You know, we couldn't get him this year, but it's not as hard to get. Like people like Camille Paglia and Gad Sad, they're expecting payment. We can't do that. While Peterson does get paid a lot for he does get paid for appearances. We've had him on before. It might not be impossible to get him on. Oh man, I didn't have enough reach with my big attack. Oh! Woo! Damn. He would be a ticket seller, absolutely. Man, fuck this nigga. I'm gonna kill him. Alright, get Alex Jones. We got gay frogs. Yeah, we're looking at some options for next time. But they have to be, like, you know, genuinely concerned about, like, men. I think some good people would be, Paul Joseph Watson could be okay. Oh, no, you don't. Get that shit out of here. Speaking of gay frogs. Oh, I got you now. Ash, I tried to get her, but the problem is that she was gonna come, but it was the same weekend as like her mother's birthday or something, so she had another engagement she had to go to. We could have gotten her, but it was just the timing wasn't great for her. This should be the match before the final boss fight. Senryo is giving me a little bit of give me some static. But yeah, like, I think for next time, if we get to organize it, because like next year, the next one will be in Australia, and we're not probably going to be organizing it, and I'm not sure they're going to use the same model, because we did two streams, right? We had a normal men's rights conference, but we also mixed in some culture war stuff, and so that's why we were getting people like Sargon and Dankula and you know, sort of like parallel figures. But I don't know that the Australians putting it together are going to do that next time. Maybe, I hope so. But then people will have to come out to Sydney, and I don't know if they'll want to do that, so. Oh shit. Only thing when you're fighting Haomaru is you gotta look out for that big fucking cut that he does. Whoa, shit. That's it right there. Don't let him hit you with that. Maybe do a ham sandwich workshop. What do you got? Oh, damn. I almost had him. Woo. Culture War stuff is tangential but not unrelated. Yeah, so it'd be cool if some other people I'd like to get maybe down the line. I think Larry Elder would be really great. I think Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson would be amazing. I think let me think, who else what was I thinking about? Like people who legit like specifically talk about men would be pretty cool. Or at least Tucker Carlson would be good because he did that Men's Week. Man, if we could get Tucker and Larry Elder, I'd be on cloud nine. I think that would be great. And of course, we'd sell some motherfucking tickets too. You know? Oh, the feminists would hate it. Actually, if you guys want to have a laugh, you should go to Twitter and look up Takedown MRAs, because they were losing their shit on Twitter when they found out we were at the Sheraton doing our conference. They were tweeting about it. They were saying that they're going to boycott them. They wanted to shut it down. The cops called the hotel because they were like, "Are you guys okay over there? Are there any problems?" And yeah, so I don't know about Jesse Lee Peterson's dumbass. No, but I think that he would learn something from us, though. See, sometimes it's not about Jesse Lee Peterson is, he's I find him to be a comedic figure. I know that what he offers ultimately is, well, I'm not really sure. Entertainment and religion, I guess. I'm not a religious guy. I don't think I'm ever going to be a religious guy. But I think that he's the one talking to the black community, right? I mean, like in his own way. So the cops called the hotel. Yeah, the cops called the hotel. No. The cops called the hotel because they saw what was going on Twitter with the hotel. So they were checking in on us. But we had a cop there. And the best part is, we had a cop there. And the best part is, the cop was a big fan of Tommy Sotomayor. Like he knew it was. It was amazing. Oh shit, this is gonna be hard. Like, Ukyo has a hard time with this boss. Cause it's floaty ass jump. Alright. Yeah, I know. I just love that cops called in to check on our and their well-being. Yeah. You know, it's funny. It's like, Well, they didn't use the cops because they hate cops, right? But I bet they would, though. If they thought the cops could get it shut down, I bet they would use them, even though they hate them and think that they're the arm of white supremacy or whatever. I hate this boss. I guess that's the whole Smollett case falling out working in our favor. Well, yeah, there is that. Damn! It's over. I don't know, maybe not. I think I can kill her. I'm not sure though. She may not take enough damage from this. There we go. How did these bitches get into the spirit world to chase me off the screen? Damn, that's some committed thottery. It's just another thought on the list. Anyway, who else would I'd like to get? I mean, like, I think people like Gatsad and Camille Paglia, Christina Hoff Summers, Jordan B. Peterson, and countless others that I think would be really great gets. They're gonna have to be, you know, we'd have to pay them. So we'll have to wait until the ICMI is like more profitable, because right now it's almost all like funded by people like you guys, people who buy the tickets, and a lot of people who just volunteer. You know, we had a lot of volunteer work, and all we could offer them was, you know, the hotel, some lunch, and our gratitude. So hey Brian, I saw that there was this Revolution Brewery operating in your city. Yeah, there is. I don't know why those are so popular, but I thought it'd be funny to send you a 6-pack of their stuff. Well, I don't drink beer, but and I don't really hang around with a lot of people that do. But I appreciate the sentiment. Anyway, if you guys are gonna hang around with me, I'll play one more playthrough, and then I'm gonna do some house cleaning and stuff. So this is the new Samurai Shodown. If you haven't seen it, I like it. I think it's, if people are new to fighting games and they don't like games like Tekken and Soul Calibur, which are pretty easy to play, but excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry about that. If they are not really into them or whatever, if they're getting into them but they don't like the kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom, Guilty Gear level of depth and confusion, I think that Sam's show is good. It's basically like all about risk versus reward. So it's just that it's meme worthy. They have a flavor called free speech. It's only available for 6 months. Limited free speech. Pretty good. Yeah, sure. I know people that'll drink it. I can hold on to it till I run into them. So did you find that Chicago was as crime-ridden as you expected? Did you do any exploring, or did you just stay in the hotel? It's really not that bad. I think it gets a bad rap myself, but I mean, I think that it deserves the criticism. It deserves that, but I think it's a little it's not given enough context because the city is so big that you can literally live your whole life and not run into, you know, any of the crime, depending on where you are. So. Oh, you got hurt by not being on Hoover. I should have got on that shit. Now this dude is my nigga. I'm gonna go get another coffee while this is playing. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so putting aside Jesse Lee Peterson, because I would only have him on for the lulz, mostly. What do you think about guys like, and do you have any other suggestions, but like people like Camille Paglia, Christina Hoff Sommers? I think that those two dissident feminists, you could say, I think that they would learn something from this, or they would at least realize that the men's movement isn't as... Maybe they I don't know what they think about the men's movement, but I have a feeling that they're probably critical on some level because, you know, we don't say nice things or whatever. I mean, Polly is probably better than Summers. Summers comes across as pretty sensitive to that stuff, I think. But, like, aside from them and, oh, you know who would be great is the Suffragette. I think he was at one, though. I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about when I say the Suffragette, but he's actually, because we had Philip Davies and Sargon. I actually got a picture of them together. But goddamn bitch. Critical guess would create some spice. Yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson would create some spice. You know, Martin Dovney, I saw him in 2016. I thought he was great. I also think Larry Elder, I still think that that'd be a good guest to have. Maybe... Oh... This is actually pretty safe. Ooh. Out of here, bitch. I think this guy is based on Sonny Chiba. Sonny Chiba played this character on in a movie back in the day. Because Jubei Yagu was actually a real person. Like Hattori Hanzo was actually a real person. And no, not the fucking swordsmith from Kill Bill. I mean, that guy was cool and all, but it seemed like he would just wanted to use the name. And oh, and Sonny Chiba played him, that's right. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So some other people that might be kind of cool. Daisy Cousins. She's actually going to be in Australia. She lives there, I think. She could be cool. Sydney Watson. That'd be another really great one to get. I think she's in the States now, though. So if we can get her to the Australia conference, I think that she'd be a really good get. Especially because she's been doing work there. So that could be cool. Uh-oh. JoJo's about to flip out. JoJo knows when the UPS man is in the area. He freaks out. He starts barking. So if he does, I apologize. But he is protecting me. He's protecting me from the outside world. JoJo, no. Come here. Here. Come here. Come here. Come on, JoJo. Come on. Over here. You jumped up there and you didn't. There you go. Oh yeah. Damn. It's a pity you couldn't bring JoJo along. Yeah. I think it would have been really bad if we tried, because the hotel has a weight limit on dogs. It's like 40 pounds. Allison asked if we could bring JoJo. But the fact is, we wouldn't really have been able to like take care of them, because Lindsay was in the exhibition room, like working the computer there, and I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off the whole time. So JoJo he would have either been in the hotel room, or if he'd have been with Lindsay the entire time, or with me. I don't know. And besides, the hotel might have turned us back, because JoJo's like 60 pounds, not 40. So he's 1.5 times too big. Oh shit! Gotcha, bitch. Hey, Neela. I can't give any wrenches from here. Yeah, he's big. He's about the same size as the dog on the screen there, maybe a little bit smaller. But Mike J got pictures with JoJo, so you'll be able to get a sense of how big JoJo is. But he's like 60 pounds. He's getting a little bit chubby, like a little bit, you know? So we think JoJo should be right at 60 pounds, but I think he might be a teeny bit over. And that's like, yeah, it's too big for the hotel, so it's a shame, but one day we'll figure out a way for people to come meet JoJo. He is the best boy, and if you meet him, you'll know that he is. I mean, he's a little undisciplined, but that's part of his charm. He's just chilling with me right now. So I'm talking with you guys. I don't know if you know this, but Lindsay, the wife, she's not here. She's out of town, so this early this morning, like at 4:30, she left to fly out to Vancouver. She's going to be with her mom for about a week and a half, and so it's just JoJo and me for a while. Normally, I'd be up not this late, but I'd be drinking coffee with Lindsay and JoJo, sitting in the living room, playing video games, and just talking about the day, you know, whatever's on YouTube, whatever's going on right now, you know. But now that she's not there, well, I guess I got to talk to somebody else, so talking to you guys. Nope. Damn! So we're your surrogate waifus, yes. Oh. These Mexicans out of here. Where is the culture is guy supposed to be from? Tam is he's Mesoamerican. He's like an Aztec, maybe. Except the weapon is Anju, New Zealand? No, this is in Mexico. This takes place, yeah, Aztec. Although the Aztecs didn't have steel, I don't think. So his weapon doesn't make sense. It should have been like a obsidian, you know, one of those obsidian swords that has the little chips in it. But whatever. It's Japanese. They don't give a shit. They just thought, aesthetically, this guy looks cool. We're just going to go with that. But, yeah, fairly certain. No, he's definitely Mexican. So, they're not sending their best. Most of the fights are in Japan. I don't know why they show the map, but that one was in Mexico. There's like one in Texas. And then there's a couple on the ocean. Old Mexico, yeah. Prehistoric Mexico. JoJo seems sad because Lindsay's not here. He's just moping. But he'll get accustomed to it once a little bit of time has passed. Okay, bitch. Call me Mags. Hey, Mags.
2本目勝負セイスセイス
I'm not giving you that. Shouldn't have dropped it. I've been no-lifing it too hard with Hunzi on Final Fantasy XIV. I forget why I'm in the HBR Discord in the first place. She has really strong single strikes. So the heavy ones are pretty good, but they're not the strongest. You gotta look out for guys like Genjuro and Haomaru. Those guys, their shit hurts. I think Earthquake does a lot of damage too, yeah. Although I haven't seen him I've played 3 times and I haven't fought Earthquake for whatever reason. This should be Genjuro, I think, or Shiki. This fight, I think. Based on the map. I'm in the fields, and that's where you fight them. Another little criticism I have is those load times are kind of long. But I think it's because they're loading these little mini cinematics too. Because when you play versus mode, when you play on versus mode, it doesn't take as long. Oh, fuck. Damn, nigga. You missed the whole Allison saga. Yeah. Yeah, there's some news about that coming out later. Oh shit! Okay, all right. Fuck it. Oh shit. Nigga took my sword from me. I forgot about that. I forgot about that move. You can do that when you're disarmed. Oh. He didn't block it, he caught it. Oh! Let me get my shit. Whew. Yeah, Allison got banned from the U.S. for 5 years because she tried to cross the border. Yeah, because she was basically she didn't have her visa or something. It was she's gonna talk about the details, but essentially she was coming over here. She was gonna like sell some stuff. She told them she was a little too honest, in my opinion. I don't think that they needed to know all that, and it got her. Well, she tried it once. They stopped her at the border, told her she needed to get her shit together before she goes, keeping her. And then she tried to enter again later on. She got like paperwork and stuff, and the second attempt got her banned. And they said if she tries again, she's gonna be banned for life. So. So yeah, Canada's not sending their best. God knows how Karen got in. I don't know. But yeah. That nigga caught my sword and kicked me in the chest. Oh! This fucking character, man. This chick reminds me of May from Overwatch. She came first, but yeah. I could see it. Oh, fuck. Feel it! Pick that shit up. Pick that shit up. I don't trust this bitch. Ooh, shit. Can't see it, but I cut her in half. That's begone thought in Japanese, I think. Mm-hmm. I don't care how old you is.
日の本全土を急速に飲み込んでいった。
I'd also, you know what, would be a good panel that we didn't have, but we should get, but only because it should become like a debate. We should have a panel on circumcision and bring on people who are pro-circumcision because they believe some of these weird, I don't know if they're true or not, so I don't want to call them myths, but things like how it supposedly reduces, you know, HIV transmission and like these other things that I've heard. iHypocrite has said it. Roaming Millennial has said it. So people that I actually like, I think they're wrong on a circumcision, but I think that those ideas should be tested against the people who argue for. Now, Brendan Marotta, as well as Steven Svoboda, I know it's no accident that the names rhyme, but these two guys are like really, they're experts on this shit. And they were both at the ICMI. I've had Brendan Marotta on, not Brendan, I'm sorry. I've had Steven Svoboda on the show before. But I think that it'd be good to talk to them, maybe get Brendan on, because I've never had him on. He put out the documentary American Circumcision. Circumcision reduces the viral load because HIV accelerates in the foreskin. Well, I'd like to see that. The argument against it. Oh, fuck. This fucking guy. What? Dude. That guy's got an amazing moveset. Alright, alright. Fuck it. Okay.
2本目勝負
Yeah, he's a sword for every woman. He's like a womanizer. Yeah, that feels good. He's a womanizer, so he's got a sword named after each one of his lovers, I guess. And that's why they're all color-coded and pastel and shit. Shit. Oh, fucking slash. I think I've trolled iHypocrite on gun control. What does he think about gun control? Can you give me the context? Oh, you just push a nigga like... Fuck out of here. Is he still a I wonder if he still feels that way though. Fuck out of here. Shall not be infringed is intentionally unambiguous. Yeah, really. I think that fight was that was literally the incarnation of all women are queens versus if she breathes, she's a thought. That was basically the whole fight that I just had. Yeah, no, I remember that conversation now. What do you mean you should be able to buy yellow cake uranium at the drugstore? Yeah, the nuclear weapons thing, I think I don't know. I don't think people are likely to do that. I prefer ordinary cheesecake without uranium. Yeah, but yellow cake is different. Not bad. Oh shit! Oh, I'm about to beat. That's not chainmail. That's like a net. He's wearing like a net thing. Damn. All right, okay. Get your shit pushed in, yeah, dude. You ever had your shit pushed in? I had my shit pushed in real good. Oh, okay, all right. No! Oh shit! Nuh-uh. Take that hijab wearing motherfucker out. The Izuna drop, that's what you call that. Alright. What you got? Oof. Gave me a run for my money, though. All cultures are equal. Hanzo should be able to wear whatever he feels he needs to. If it helps him feel safe. I'm not gonna judge him. And you shouldn't either. No, Brian, Slav culture is superior. I was Slav squatting like a boss at the conference. I even had Count Dankula judge it, and he said, my heels were on the ground. He's like, okay, then this isn't a, you know, a spy. Squat for life. Sounds like an authentic squat, Brian. Yes, it was. Fucking grabs. I hate them. These boss fights, kind of boring. It's actually just like you're just wailing on her and hoping that she doesn't do her broken attacks, which is just all up to her. Sometimes she's just a complete cunt. Sometimes she just chills, so I mean, they did do a pretty cool thing with the visual effects, considering it's a smaller. SNK isn't exactly AAA studio anymore. Misogynistic MRA assaults a naked woman. I always like the sound of that drum. I like how she opens up the second round with her ultimate. Because fuck you, that's why. It to me, she's still an SNK boss, but see that teleport behind? So that, like, I'd have to block the other way. You gotta watch out for that shit. Oh yeah, she's feeling cunty today. Doing all this teleport shit. Get out of here. Be gone! Those unfair family court attacks and false accusations. This woman is exactly why MGTOW exists. He slayed thought, patrolled. Anyway, welcome to the stream. I see there's like 6 people watching now. I'm gonna be getting out of here though after the credits roll on this one. I got work to do, but I thought I'd pop on for a bit and just sort of like, you know, cut loose. I might do more streaming because Lindsay's not around, so, you know, it's just me and JoJo, and I got a lot to do around the house. Post ICMI, our work's not done, basically, so. That's how you, like, correct. I guess what they're saying is that when a woman is acting bitchy, you have to, like, you know, just check her real quick, and then she'll suddenly become really pleasant. Because that's what I literally did. I wonder if SNK is a little bit woke on that, because I also heard there was an article I read when this game first launched where one of the lead developers was saying that they're not going to be compromising their sexy characters. And the thing is that not all the female characters in this game are sexy. It's just Shiki and Wu Reixiang, was the Chinese character, is kind of sexy. Darly Dagger, I guess, a little. But then there's also characters that are kind of covered up and stuff. It's the Islamic approach. Yeah, it seems to work. Somebody trademarked that. Islamic approach TM. So maybe they're woke on this, who knows. Speaking of Japan, I met a Japanese guy at the ICMI, and he's translated Dr. Warren Farrell's books as well as some other books, and he's really interested in men's rights and starting a men's movement in Japan. And he says that feminism has really like gotten crazy powerful in Japan, and they're starting to like change things and stuff. So, for example, they find an anime objectifies women, and you know they're trying to get that changed. I wonder if that's not. Well, I don't know. He just said it's a problem, and he wants to address it. There's a father's rights movement in Japan that's picking up steam, but there's no men's movement. So, oh my God, no thanks. I'm just skipping the credits. I could never make it through the credits when they're too long. There has to be something else to look at. Like the Street Fighter 4 credits were really great, for example, because there was something to look at. Not the animu. Americans tried to destroy Japanese economy. What by what? Buying all their anime? Who would have thought that in such a traditional country? Yeah, who would have thought it? Or just doubling down on the traditionalism and then calling it progressivism would actually do some damage.
Shodown.
All right. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to get out of here. I am going to have that guy on, but his English isn't very good. So I asked him. He says he wants to make content. I think this would be a great thing to do. I suggested to him, we're going to talk via email. I think his his written English is good. It's just his spoken English. His English is is like beyond the pale. I mean, I'll go into the main menu screen, I guess. So yeah, his English is like beyond the pale. It's like what? It's tough to get through, but his written English is pretty good. So he's going to. I suggested this. I don't know if he's going to do it, but he said he would. I said, if you make videos and you want to talk about the issues in Japan, you can make them and just make them in Japanese. Just do Japanese, and either you or we can find someone to translate it and add subtitles to your videos and then post them on our channel. I think that would be really great. I think people would totally watch that too, because I'd be really interested in the situation for Japan in terms of men's issues, in terms of fathers' issues, and in terms of feminism's hold on things. I think that everyone would like to know, how bad is it there? Because I know it's bad in Korea. I know it's in South Korea. I mean, I guess it's North Korea may not have a problem with feminism. I don't know, but South Korea, China, and a lot of other Asian countries, the Philippines, Indonesia, they have feminism, But I mean, we don't usually hear a lot from the Far East, so it'd be great to talk to this guy. We'll need a weeb translator, yeah. Are you suggesting that V should do his subtitles? Really? Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. This has been 2.5 hours, so we've been streaming for a while. And, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming on.